Hey, how's it going? My name is Johannes. I am a Chinese Filipino and I've been living in Shanghai since 2009 and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to just take you along with me as I go about my weekend and I'm going to do a lot of errands today. At the same time, for tomorrow, we're going to go and do a lot of house hunting because we need to leave the current apartment and I'm going to explain to you more later on. And so this morning, I just need to, the first thing that I need to do is to take Shishi to the grooming salon because she's due, because she's getting stinky.
Stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up must come down. There's lots of friendly faces all around, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your desire. Well, we're all built in right. We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the fire, we'll be safe from the devil's choir. I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make
I remember when we used to be in love, and we thought that nothing could ever keep us from partying, leaving this romance behind. But now you're gone, and all I have is time. And though you're not here anymore, I still think about you. 'Cause baby, I didn't forget you.
So we are going to move, well, not yet because we need to look for a new apartment, but I do have a house tour video as well so that you can have a visibility on how this apartment looks like, where we currently live in for the past 3.5 years. And I'm going to share to you a couple of reasons why we have to leave the apartment. The first reason is that we need to leave because we don't have a choice, actually, because the contract between the property management and also the landlord is ending, so we have no choice. So our contract is also ending, and that's the first reason we don't have any choice. And the other one is that whilst it's a beautiful apartment, this place is actually 800 years old and it's very old, but the interior is very modern, which we love, and that's very unique. But then again, there's a lot of issues, like they had to tear down the wall at some point because of the neighbor's pipes. It bursted and we had to tear down the walls. We had to tear down the walls as well as the floors. And currently the kitchen tiles are also cracking because of the use of the floor heating, and it happened to us already. So just so drama. And also there's beautiful skylight, but there's a leak as well. Like all the skylights, we have 3 right now, and there's always a leak. Before, they just fixed it 2 weeks ago, but for quite a while it was really frustrating because of the leak. The water was absorbed by the walls and it was cracking, the paints were cracking, and it just, so I think there's mold as well. And another reason is that in recent times we were actually hearing rats from within the walls, and we don't see them, but we kind of hear them, and that's why we are actually very excited to leave this place. Currently, the housing market is not that great in Shanghai for the first time in many years. So I came here in 2009, and usually the prices of the rent is always going up, but for the first time in many years it's going down, mainly because there are more supplies than demand. So there are more properties that are vacant and only few potential tenants, and right now there are fewer foreigners currently in the market. So all these kind of lane houses or heritage buildings, usually they cater to the foreigners, and so it means that potentially we will have plenty of bargaining power. And right now I'm just going to meet my partner and the agent, and we'll see if we can find the right apartment today. If not, then I'll have to make another series of house hunting in Shanghai. So this is a typical Shanghainese style, like old townhouses, and I want you to just think of this scene because you can also see it in the movie called Empire of the Sun. It was launched in the 1980s, and it stars Christian Bale when he was a boy, and there was a scene where he was being chased by a Chinese boy, and it's a very similar scene. So it is very Chinese style, and so it's very communal. Like this scene over here, basically they will multiple neighbors will be using it to wash their food or brush their teeth or chop whatever it is. And so it's just interesting because the author used to live in Shanghai when he was a boy, and he used to study at the Bund area. So we're now going to meet the agent, and we're going to see like 5 or 7 or 8 apartments.
I can't even remember anymore, but a lot.
Yeah.
Quite a few, which is great.
So she's quite active, the agent, and we're going to show you like our list of requirements or wish list. So we can just take turns maybe. For me, number 1 is we want to have something at a range of 22 to 25,000 RMB. So currently we're paying around 27,500. So we want to go lower. So that's number 1.
I would like it to be very open plan. We have a laneway, which is a very narrow, tall structure, so it's a little bit claustrophobic when you're in the living area. So I prefer much more open plan. Ideally, like the kitchen, you can talk to people in the dining area, like that kind of very open plan, seamless kind of home.
Yes, and open plan, and also I prefer to have at least, we were talking before to have just 2 bedrooms, but now we're thinking at least 3. That would be ideal.
We've been looking, and I think now the market is very good. So you can get basically a 3-bedroom property for the price that we had in mind, which I think originally we thought only 2. So 3 is great. And then hopefully people will come for a holiday and they can stay in our home.
Yes. So we thought for the price range we can only get like 2 bedrooms, but it seems like the market is quite good, like there are plenty of options, so we decided to I think we're supposed to be on this side.
The other thing, ideally high ceilings are really important for me. The 2 places I lived in Shanghai, I've just been really lucky. I had a modern apartment which had a very high ceiling, which is really unusual for here. And then when we moved into our laneway, depending where you are, most of the time it's very high ceiling. So that's a big requirement for me.
2 more things that I want to add. One is pet friendly, because we have 1 dog and 2 cats. And ideally, because I'm the one cooking a lot, so I want to have a modern kitchen and also a dishwasher.
And modern bathroom. Definitely very modern bathroom. So we're pretty picky. I'm not sure we're going to find anything right away. Might take a while.
I think we're quite open in terms of, because in the beginning we're thinking of something like a lane house, like an old apartment, because usually they will have a taller ceiling and more unique in terms of the characters. I think it's more charming compared to a typical modern apartment. But I think we're quite open.
We'll look at both. My preference is laneway, like what we have now, old with character, but the interior has been completely like renovated. Or modern, but if it's modern, it has to be like what I mentioned before, very open planned, ultra modern, ultra cool, minimal. Do you know where we're going?
I think that way.
You think?
Is there one toilet or two? There are two? Wow. Okay. Careful. Hey, how you doing? Sounds good. Yeah. More spacious. So, what do you think?
We looked at 7 apartments and there were probably one that I liked. The laneway, which looked a lot like our current home.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was the same architect. Yeah, it looked like very much like it. But yeah, the second bedroom was tiny and there was enough storage to be able to fit like all of our clothing and then all of our other things like luggage, etc. So it would be it would be too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here. Like to be fair, that was the smallest compared to all the apartments that we saw today, and that one was only 100 square meters, and yet it felt bigger because of the layout, high ceiling, and also because of the glass ceiling as well in the skylight
everywhere. In fact, when the guy opened the door, you could just see all the light. Like it was just like it was very dark.
Yeah.
It was so dark walking up all those stairs, and then he just opened the door, and I just saw.
It was a nice
light come
surprise
out.
for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I really liked it. It was big open plan. It would be great for entertaining, but on a functional level, it wouldn't work. I feel
Yeah.
like we'd be going backward to where we are now.
I think for one person, it's a great space. And also, it has a wow factor, to be fair, compared to the rest. And I think I think we gave it a chance to look at like buildings with elevator. But
Yeah. So basically, my learning from today, and I think we both agreed, I would call it like modern apartments in modern buildings with like sky rises and elevators. They're just like they're not my style. They're all very low ceiling and just like rectangular box standard shape. Boring.
it's kind of boring and
Very
just it's not unique at all, and it's just
No.
any other apartments out there. And also, I think the aesthetic is just not there. The ones that we saw.
Just standard. Anyway, I think it was good. We looked the whole day. We now know what we're looking for. So we just have to narrow it down, which means that there'll be fewer to look at. And we only have a month and a half.
Yeah. So we told the agent to just stick to a laneway
Hurry
or
up.
heritage.
Yeah.
Because we just like the aesthetics. But it's good for her to be with us the entire time.
Yeah.
So at least she knows our benchmark.
I think she realized how picky we are.
For sure.
I think I was holding back in the beginning by telling her how I really felt, but after seeing so many box standard boring apartments, and she was trying to sell them in every time, like, oh, this would be good for your Golden cat. I was like, you know what, I need to tell her. Sorry if I sound like whatever diva, but better for her to know.
Yeah. Okay. So we still have like 4 weeks to go. So we need to continue to search, and we'll still continue to update you on the kinds of apartments that we're going to view, and hopefully we can see something that we like.
Yeah.
Piso nessa areia fina, vejo no mar uma menina. Doce Bahia. Vejo dominó na esquina e banguelo sorrindo de alegria. Doce Bahia. No alto da ladeira, aperitivo e piscina.